Guys, so I had a delivery in the mail today. So let's go and have a look at it and see what it is. So the first box I've already opened. As you can tell, got way too excited. Now, these are my 3-inch elbows. I'll tell you why I'm getting these in a minute. Alohomora. You guessed it, it is turbo type. So we have a front cover, which is handy to have. Let's put that there. And then we have a side cover also, which is good. Having covers on your turbo just stops things from falling into your turbo, guys, so which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the front, see how it spins. Looks pretty good. And it spins quite freely too. There's no obstructions. It's not hitting the housing or anything like that. So I'm actually pretty happy with Max Speeding Rod's turbo. The quality of it reminds me of like better than an eBay turbo, but not as good as the GT3540 that's on the turbo Barras. Pretty interested to see how this is going to go on and how it's going to perform over the next couple of months to a year. Now, if I have to replace this for maybe every year, that's fine because it's only $185. It's sort of like you can't go wrong for it being so cheap, which makes it, you know, fun to do because it's cheap. I did buy these extractors here a few weeks back with the intentions of doing a supercharger setup, but now I'm going to do a remount setup because I love the extractors too much. So this is where we pull out the elbows that I got earlier. So we'll have to clock the turbo housing first, so that's not in the way, but that's where the elbow is going to sit. So let's just turn this over because that's actually how it's going to sit. So we're going to have to remember, move this housing around so that's not in the way, and then we're going to have the exhaust pipe going into this pipe here, like that, and then we're going to spin this around and we're going to have we'll fab up a custom plate for the back and then have that run back in to the existing exhaust. So as for boost control wise, we're going to have a small adapter and that's going to sit roughly in between these two. So we'll have a gap here and the adapter is going to be inside there. I'm going a T3 to T4 adapter with a small external gate setup, and I'll probably be running 8 to 10 psi maximum. So this pipe's going to run to the airbox. So it's going to have a long pipe running all the way to the front of the airbox there. And then as for intercooler piping, I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. So far the pros are on this thing is that there is no shaft play. There is no shaft play side to side or in and out. The build quality seems to be pretty good. Like I said before, it's definitely better than an eBay turbo, but not as probably good, you would say, as the GT3540. Pretty excited, guys. You know, it's been a while since I've had a turbo car. Last turbo was the XR6 turbo. That thing done alright. That thing was making 400 rear wheel horsepower, so I'm missing that feel. I miss that feel. But guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will keep you guys updated with things that happen in the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting for my oil lines to come in, my intercooler piping, and other good stuff like that. So once that's all done, I'll be throwing it on the dyno and then, you know, try and see what numbers we can push and try and adjust maybe the torque. I think it's called a torque sensitivity on the gearbox. It'll throw it in a limp mode because it's a naturally aspirated car. So, you know, tackling that also, which doesn't seem to be too hard. Alright guys, that's it for the video. You know, I appreciate you guys for always jumping on and saying positive stuff and giving those likes. So keep it up, guys. Don't forget. I'll try and push out more videos on radio control cars as well. Got a few big ideas coming too.